Gang of Four, Entertainment. A CD I bought from the Oxfam shop in Prince's Risborough. When punk started in London it was quite colourful. The Pistols wore westward tartans, Captain Sensible of the Damned wore a ballerina tutu, and the Clash daubed slogans on their clothes with household coloured paint. Punk moved north quite slowly. There were tales of northerners ganging up against the punks, enacting the great flares versus straight jeans battles that London had fought and got over. When northerners, excluding the Buzzcocks, finally entered the game, it was much more serious. The London punks were singing about the hard times of the late 70s, but it was the northerners who were living it. Gang of Four came from Leeds. Theirs was a scene of intellectuals in Doc Martens and greatcoats with slogans on badges. Button-up shirts buttoned all the way up with ties an option. The go-to fashion for the anti-fashion. The non-look look. Gang of Four were forerunners in a bleaker, more monochrome form of punk, with the guitars playing those talking head spiky, jagged, funky rhythms, rather than the legs astride low guitar strap buzzsaw downpicking that the Ramones had popularised. There is good reason why American is the accent of rock and roll. In attempting an un-American Terry Hall type vocal style, the Gang of Four actually sounded more London than Northern, ironically more Blur than Oasis. The deadpan delivery does, however, draw attention to the overtly political nature of the sloganeering lyrics. This is supported by a popular sound of the times, switchblade telecasters cutting through the mix like savage dentist drills, sometimes dueling and sometimes feedbacky and noisy, but never any hint of blues or country, or squealing rock soloing. At times the mix of guitars, tribal drums and the solid bass guitar really appeals to me. But like listening to Captain Beefheart's Trout Mask replica, I love it if I am in the mood, but I would hate to have it forced on me if I wasn't. The song to check out as an introduction to Gang of Four would be their almost hit single, At Home He's a Tourist. It combines all the best bits of their style. It very nearly got on Top of the Pops, but the band refused to change a lyric about condoms. They shot themselves in the foot by maintaining their artistic integrity at the expense of limiting their political outreach. If I had to compare them, I would say they were like the Specials without the ska, the Velvet Underground without the sex and drugs, and the Clash without the rock and roll posturing. Gang of Four, Entertainment.